right, this video is specifically about using 3-act tasks, and I did kind of a funny tie-in with 3-act tasks and Legos, but the Legos are completely irrelevant. What you really want is the 3-act task. So I have put a link to this website. This is Graham Fletchy's 3-act task, and there is a K2 recording sheet and a 3-5 recording sheet. I got all of the questions that you see me asking in the video from this recording sheet, and I'm just going to tell you that you go ahead and you do all of the questions while you're doing Act 1, and I'll explain that a little bit more in just a second. So that is the recording sheet, and this is Common Core standards, I think, but you can see over here with the What Do You Wonder what you're going to be learning about. So in the one I'm doing today, which is called Filling the Tank, okay, those standards don't align with my TEKS, but I know that multiplying and dividing decimals does go with my TEKS, and I know that the question here is going to be how much is it going to cost to fill up the gas tank. And I took this task and I put it on Schoology because that's what I was using last year, but I'll just show you how the task works, okay? Act 1 is usually a video, sometimes it's a picture, and in the video that I made, I think you can see this, but I'll go ahead and try to press play for you right now. So the video is very straightforward and simple, and it's just this person driving their car to the gas station, okay? And that's really all it is. And it's gonna show them getting out, and it's gonna show that they're filling up their car, okay? So that is, yeah, right there, that is Act 1, okay? So the questions that we ask with Act 1 are, what did you notice? I noticed a car, I noticed a guy, I noticed a gas station. What did you wonder? And here you can take any question that the kids ask. Who was the guy? What kind of car is it? Was that you, Mrs. Nolan? Even though it was obviously a man's hands, like that's a question they'll ask. And so if you're doing this whole group, you're just gonna like write down all of these questions. If you're doing it virtually, obviously it's gonna be a little bit different. But you're gonna let them do all of their wondering. And then the main question is right here underneath Act 1. How much will it cost to fill up the tank? Okay, so you're gonna give all of the kids the main question once you've given them time to notice and wonder, okay? And then you give them a chance to estimate, and then you ask them, what information would you like to know? And here, when they say, like, who's that guy? You're like, no. What information would you like to know in order to do the math, okay? And what they need to know is how many gallons is it gonna take to fill up this car, and what's the price per gallon? And you're hoping that they kind of come to that. So that's where we get to Act 2. So Act 2 has 2 things to click on. The tank capacity is 9 52/100ths, and the cost per gallon is $2.09. And so now you can see that they have enough information to do the math. And so this is where on that recording sheet here, they would like give their answer, okay? And then Act 3 is, I already like been messing with it, but Act 3, when you press play, is going to give the final answer, okay? And if you're doing this in class with the kids, like, you know, depending on what they guessed, like they're getting really excited, because if they guessed, you know, like $500, they're like, oh, it's not gonna go that high. And if they guessed, you know, 18, they're like, oh, it's getting there, it's getting there, it's getting there. 18, oh, it went over 18, oh. And then it shows that the final answer is $19.90, okay? So, so that's what a 3-act task is. And he's got these for, you know, kinder all the way on up to, I think he's got some 7th grade ones down here at the bottom, but just a couple. And like I said, I kind of tied this to Legos when I was doing them at the end of the year last year, but you don't have to tie it to Legos. I just thought it was fun to pretend we were doing a field trip to a gas station. And but mostly I wanted you to know about 3-act tasks if you are a math teacher.